So most people think you need to be rich to buy rental properties, and I'm here to say you don't, and I wasn't. I bought my first rental property working at a battery factory, and it was a simple 2-unit FHA deal. We lived in one unit and we rented out the other. And that decision completely changed my life. But my story didn't start there. I grew up in poverty. I grew up in and out of subsidized housing, in and out of the projects. And for a period of my life, I was actually surviving on Social Security income. I also had a serious leg injury that left me with a fused foot. So I walk to this day with a lift in my shoe. For a long time, people told me what my life was going to look like, but real estate ended up changing everything. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jose. I'm a realtor, I'm a real estate investor and landlord. And today, my rental properties cover all of my household bills, which allows me to live my life by design. But none of that started with money. It started with one decision. When I bought my first property, I wasn't some big investor. I was working a regular job at a battery factory, just trying to figure it out like everybody else. But I learned something about house hacking, so I did it. I bought a 2-unit with an FHA loan. I lived in one unit. I rented out the other. And once that rent check came in, I got the bug. But I realized something really powerful. And that one property changed the way I looked at work. It changed the way I look at money. And it changed the way I look at freedom. Eventually, I made a big decision. I left manufacturing altogether. But here's the part most people don't talk about. Real estate didn't instantly replace my income. I had to drive Uber while I was building my real estate business. I was willing to do whatever it took to buy my time back. And fast forward to today, my rental properties cover all the bills in my household. And I'm not the biggest portfolio holder in the world or in my county, but I did achieve something that was way more important to me. And that was freedom. Freedom to choose what I work on, freedom to pursue new businesses, freedom to live a life by design and not by happenstance, right? Real estate doesn't have to make you a multimillionaire or a billionaire. Sometimes the goal is much simpler. It's about building enough stability so your life belongs to you and not your job. And that's why I'm starting this YouTube channel. On this channel, I'm going to break down how I analyze deals, how I screen tenants, wholesaling strategies, landlord systems, how regular people can get started in real estate. So if you're interested in real estate, rental properties, or building financial freedom, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to show you how this actually works. And remember this, you don't need a massive portfolio to change your life. Sometimes all it takes is that first property.